What's up, everyone? Welcome to the CF After Dark Nightcap. I'm Matthias Schwarzkopf. With me is Levi Stevenson, Dylan Sainer, and Marchie Murdoch. What's up, fellas?
What up?
Marchie joining the Nightcap for the first time.
What's up, man? I'm honored.
Not the first time. Not the first time. He's been on like one or
second.
Couple other times, maybe.
Well, when we had David and all those guys.
We had David and DeShante. You were on. I remember that. That was like the third episode of the Nightcap. Yeah. In 2021 or whatever it was. But yeah. We got Marchie up and rolling with his new camera and all that good stuff today. So
good vibes.
Good vibes.
What everybody think of the Super Bowl?
It was awful.
The game sucked.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, the game. I'm a football junkie, so even defensive games, I'm like locked in.
Yeah, but was it a defensive game or was it like a piss offense game? You know, it's kind of like.
I feel like those are always defensive games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really. Definitely not. Probably the worst Super Bowl, that and the Rams Patriots Super Bowl a couple years back. Those are probably the worst two I can think of. Probably since like 2010.
Broncos Seahawks was bad, but that's just the Seahawks.
Yeah, at least somebody was scoring.
Yeah, I'm cool with like a low scoring game, but a little more excitement would have been nice.
Well, the dumb part is like
parity.
The Patriots had 80 yards of total offense through the third quarter, and it was partially because their offensive line just kept getting just decimated by the Seahawks. So it was they weren't doing anything.
McDonald ran the same blitz 12 times.
Yeah.
12 times,
and they had no answer for it.
I don't know if Drake May wasn't seeing it or if they were doing just such a good job of bluffing when he thought they were going to blitz and blitzing when he thought they were bluffing or whatever. But yeah, he definitely looked frustrated. I was just kind of shocked that even Stephon Diggs he didn't really do anything. Not even Hunter Henry. That was kind of like May's real security blanket.
Yeah.
He didn't really do much. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I feel like Drake May didn't look that good in the championship game. And I think it just kind of
maybe I didn't watch him enough during the regular season, but he's kind of got a noodle arm.
And they're kind of a schedule merchant. I mean, I know people are saying this. But
schedule.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times though where Drake May stepped back and he tried to launch that thing and it went
didn't go anywhere.
Went 40 yards. So I don't know if he's hurt or what, but
he did have a shoulder issue leading up to the week prior.
Was it his throwing shoulder?
Yes.
I mean, if he's hurt, he's hurt. But
can we talk about how the Ravens with the narrow miss on the playoffs really, really probably? I mean, was this not their best odds? I mean, in my opinion,
for the Ravens to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
In terms of they've been right there every year, and this was the year that they probably could have done it, and they missed by a field goal to make it. But
well,
they better get it next year because I don't think Mahomes is playing next year.
We got a new coach, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't think he got hurt late in the year. I don't think he's playing.
What did he do? I don't remember.
Towards yeah.
So he's probably out till October.
At least,
October anyways.
I see a lot of L's before he gets back.
Well, and we'll have to see if Travis Kelce comes back or anything like that too. They may be short on about everything on offense.
Well, I think it might help their team if he hangs it up. Great tight end in the game of football, but
arguably the best one ever. But
it's not.
Or you have to. I don't know their tight end situation, or you have to draft another tight end.
I mean, Noah Gray's pretty good. He's solid.
They'll have to take another one for sure.
But it almost looked like he was hindering the offense a little bit. It just happens with.
He had a rough go.
He just doesn't have the legs anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little distracted by popularity,
Yeah.
Turns out, getting engaged to the celebrity he's engaged with might be a touch on the distracting side, but who knows? I it's kind of a bummer that the game was such a shitter though, because like everything else with the Super Bowl was like pretty cool. Like all the pregame stuff was cool. I like the halftime show. Like, you
can't understand it. But.
I don't understand Spanish, but like,
just give me subtitles or something.
It seemed fun. Everyone seemed like they're having a good time. Did you hear? Apparently, that wedding during it was like real. That was a real wedding. Like someone's like whole wedding was in like 15 seconds on during the halftime show.
Pedro Pascal just chilling in a random halftime show.
Yeah.
It seems like he's in everything.
They just kind of put him in stuff.
I think just not being able to understand it wasn't that cool for me. Like,
sure.
Honestly, I don't think any of them have been that cool besides the 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Eminem. You remember when everybody came out?
Best
like that's probably the best of my lifetime, I think.
Bruno Mars and Red Hot Chili Peppers. That one banged.
When was that?
That was
like 3 years ago. That was like 3 years ago.
No. That was like 2014.
Yeah, the 50 Cent one was Snoop Dogg and 50 was a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was the
2014. 2014.
Because it was
nailed it.
Wait, how's the Super Bowl back in LA and it was just in LA?
It was insane. It was in Santa Clara last night.
No. But
next year,
the Joe Burrow LA Rams one was in LA.
Oh, is it back in LA next year?
Yeah.
And it can't come to Jerry World.
Apparently not. But yeah,
well, it did in New Orleans.
Didn't
have Lil Wayne perform, so that
he probably doesn't want to host the Super Bowl unless he's in it.
2014 was Bruno Mars and Red Hot Chili Peppers, and that one, in my opinion, was the best one of my lifetime.
Prince with Purple Rain.
Prince was good. Prince was good. Yeah.
R.I.P. Prince.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
there's been a bunch of other like forgettable ones, but
Creed.
Oh yeah, it's like 2003 where he had like the one guy flying around on the tight ropes.
I'm sorry though. They need to either do Chris Brown or NBA YoungBoy. Sorry. That's Chris Brown for sure.
I feel like Chris Brown could be dicey given his legal history.
Man, we gotta cut it out. The NFL just had a dude run into a girl.
If there's an organization that has,
and he's gonna get suspended. He's gonna get 2-game suspension and be back on the field for the Falcons.
That's almost like a requirement for the NFL these days. Like,
you
want a max contract?
That's fair enough.
Max contract, you gotta beat some girlfriends up, dude. Like, come on.
If there's a league that can get away with it, it's probably the NFL. Yeah. That's fair enough.
At some point, are we going to hold that on him for something that had to be like when I was in high school?
Gosh, that would been like late 2000s, 2008.
Like that incident maybe? With Rihanna was like
it's a long time ago. But
hey, actually, I know while we're on the NFL, train here, Kane had a question that I told him I'd bring up for you guys.
Oh boy,
because they're talking about like the Hall of Fame and like Belichick and how the Hall of Fame should only be like only what happens on the field should be taken into account. Like things off the field shouldn't matter. And Kane asked, so does Aaron Hernandez get in the Hall of Fame?
Aaron Hernandez is well, the problem is Aaron Hernandez didn't play long enough.
He's probably on pace.
His peak was like he was probably a Hall of Fame level tight end, but what he played till he was 28.
Kane asked you that? Kane is crazy. Shout out to Kane. He's crazy. I don't even know Hernandez's stats like that. I'd have to see them
when he was
tight ends. Rob Gronkowski merchant.
He was with Rob Gronkowski for like best tight end in the league.
He was pretty good.
He was really, really good.
He was
missing a few
screws upstairs.
It turns out not a great guy.
Yeah, not good.
He only played 3 years in the NFL.
Wow, it seemed longer than that.
It seemed longer than that, didn't it? So his rookie year, he caught 45 balls for 563 and 6 touchdowns. His second year was 79 receptions for 910 yards and 7 touchdowns. And then next year, 51 catches for 483 yards and 5 touchdowns.
So he was like on pace, probably.
He was on pace to go. Now his stats, you gotta remember his stats were also sharing it with Rob Gronkowski. So like he had 900 yards as tight end 2 on the Patriots.
Yeah, he wasn't the dude.
I could see him like leaving that team and then going somewhere and really
like if you had put him on a team by himself, he is like a 1,200, 1,300 yard tight end pretty quickly.
But nonetheless,
here we are, and he
ended up in jail, and now he's dead.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, I see. In my Super Bowl halftime thing would be like, I wish they would pander to millennials a little bit more and go with like a Blink 182 thing, like do like Blink 182 and a Fallout Boy. I think that'd be fun. I will confess, March, I do not know who NBA Youngboy is, but that's just
what?
I don't listen.
Yo,
I
I'm gonna
don't
make a
listen to that
playlist
kind of music.
right now.
That's crazy.
I don't listen to that kind of music. I'm sorry.
You don't. The only time, Levi, you'd probably listen is go to like workout and just cut Youngboy on. I promise you. If you like hard rock, then this would be nothing different in my eyes. It's just hard rap.
It's like, I mean, it's like Lil Wayne. Like that's how popular he is.
Yeah, I know who I even know who he is. But
I've heard the name, but like I couldn't. There's no way I could tell you anything that he's.
I'm sure you've heard something. There's no way you.
I mean, probably. I've probably heard something, but like I couldn't like. I couldn't hum it or anything.
Honestly,
like
if you haven't heard anything just by random chance, like at this point, like I want to live under the rock that you're living under.
Yeah, eventually you just like you hear things through like cultural osmosis where you just
okay. Well, what about you can go to 3 concerts of any artist ever, dead or alive, anytime. What are your 3?
Michael Jackson.
Queen is the obvious first one for me.
Yeah.
Queen, Michael Jackson in his prime might be up there. But Queen for sure. Queen, Led Zeppelin.
Ooh.
You guys are going at it so easy. It took me like 45 minutes because I'm like, I need like 15.
This is very easy for me because Queen and Led Zeppelin are 2 of the maybe 4 bands that you can put in a realistic conversation for the best bands of all time. It's Queen, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, and you can throw a number of 4th bands in there, but it's those 3 for sure.
Yeah, but it's more about like what you would enjoy than like just the best.
And I would enjoy Queen and Led Zeppelin.
CCR, dude. I don't know.
CCR would be up there for me for sure. CCR
Plane crash, Leonard Skinner. That's up there.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know if Leonard Skinner would be on there for me, but
I'd go.
Queen. I mean,
Elvis Presley.
I would go. Elvis is. I would go see Elvis purely because of like the cultural phenomenon he was. Like I like some Elvis, but not like I don't like listen to Elvis.
Yeah.
Queen and Led Zeppelin are my easy, like my first 2 that'd be like, yes, Queen and Led Zeppelin. I have to see them in their primes.
Tupac?
Sure. I mean, like
I was thinking like
Tupac for me goes in the same category as Elvis.
Let's Taco Bell this. Let's get outside the box a little bit. Hey, there's Mozart, go see some Mozart or some Beethoven.
Oh, you're going back. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry. There wasn't even no words. I'll just be in there asleep. Mine would for sure be Michael Jackson. After that's where I would I'd probably maybe go Lil Wayne. That's just
but like you can still see Lil Wayne.
You can still see Lil Wayne.
No, but I'm talking.
You're talking like 2009.
I'm talking like the Carter 3 just came out.
Yeah. And then might have to throw a young boy in there. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. He's still.
I respect it, but yeah, he's still playing.
But you said dead or alive?
Yeah, you did. You did say dead or alive.
I know, but
I mean, the third spot could be like Tupac, but I'm like,
you can pick.
He wasn't really my era.
If you're not a big Tupac guy, then you don't need to say Tupac though.
Right. I think I would go like he would be up there, but I think there's like you could probably name some other. I'd be like, ooh, that'd be a good one.
Like I still listen to Queen and Zeppelin pretty regularly, so like I like they're immediately got to see them. Plus, like Queen specifically is like their performance at Live Aid. The first one is like widely regarded as maybe the best live performance by any musical group ever.
I guess
So,
rap is just so much newer.
Ooh, I might go Beyonce.
Rap isn't as old, so like there's not.
I also don't. Rap is kind of hit or miss as a live music too. Sometimes.
No, but I mean like there's no Queen and Led Zeppelin equivalent because it's just not old enough.
That's fair. That's fair.
Rap,
I know what you're saying. Yeah. That's fair enough.
What songs do Queen?
Bohemian Rhapsody, We Will Rock You.
Bohemian Killer Queen.
We Will Rock You. We Are the Champions.
Another one by
We Will Rock You. We Will. Oh, okay. Wow.
You've heard. You know way more Queen than you've heard way more Queen than you think you've heard of. Like they
Fat
are
Bottom Girls.
Fat Bottom Girls. Yeah.
Hell
I mean, like
brother.
Bohemian Rhapsody is like considered like the modern masterpiece. So like it's
because the movie just came out, right? A couple years ago,
probably 5-10 years
and
ago. Yeah.
the whole time people were saying Queen, I thought they were Kiss. I thought Kiss was Queen.
March. I've never.
March. We're talking rock. I'm like a pre-K level. Like I know zero rock.
You know what? For that reason, I will grant you. Rammstein is crazy, dude.
Rammstein.
I'm barely crazy. That's like kind of my jam, and I'm barely crazy enough to do Rammstein.
Yeah,
they like dump hot coffee on people. I'm not trying to do that. I've been to an Insane Clown pod. I've been into an ICP show before, and that's my limit. But yeah, no, because you're not like a rock guy that knows that stuff. Like,
right.
I will lend you that forgiveness. But if you were like anybody else and it'd say you confused Queen for Kiss, I'd have wanted to fight you in a parking lot, man. That's.
We forgot about. We did skip over the one. Oh, you got three, or is it Queen, Led Zeppelin? Same for you.
Queen, Led Zeppelin. I'm gonna say the Beatles in their prime.
Did you say farts cough?
Yeah.
Yeah, farts cough.
Fuck you, you tall bearded bastard. Anyways, I did.
Good bird, tall and bearded.
Yeah,
really got him good there.
Thank you.
Yeah, at least throw his bald. At least throw bald in there.
At least call him bald.
He's crying. You can tell. Look at him. I did see Metallica live. I would if I haven't seen Metallica, I probably would say them just because they're one of my favorite.
Metallica
up in Minneapolis.
I saw him at the Iowa Speedway. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were there
because it was Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, and Volbeat at the Iowa Speedway.
That's who,
that was fun as shit.
I had Avenged Sevenfold, Metallica.
I broke a rib during. I broke a rib moshing to Avenged Sevenfold.
Theory of the Dead Man was there too.
If I have
March
time, which I should this summer, I really want to go to that Jelly Roll concert in Jack Trice.
Oh, and Post Malone.
I think we're going.
I think
I kind of just.
I'm not a Jelly Roll guy.
I never would assume a concert would be in Jack Trice. Warm weather. That'd probably be a great vibe. That'd be really fun.
I'm not like a huge Jelly Roll, and
I like Post Malone.
I mean, I like Post Malone because he sings great, but in like Luke Combs and all them, but like
because he sings great.
He does. He's got a good voice. He can sing pretty much any song you can throw at him.
I'd be disappointed if he didn't do War Pigs.
Yeah, I mean, see, he just did Ozzy not that long ago. It's like, dude's got range. But I'm going strictly to these concerts to have the vibe at Jack Trice Stadium, basically.
Oh, they're also coming here. Are they doing like a whole stadium tour? I guess.
Probably.
Yeah,
I think they're playing in Fayetteville too.
Marchie, someday I'm gonna drag you to a Slipknot concert, and we're gonna get fucking. We're gonna get crazy. Slipknot. You know who Slipknot is?
No.
Thank you.
You should look up.
Actually, no. Because you know what? I have a song in here.
Another local Iowa band, Slipknot.
Here's what I'll say about my rock history. I got into rock when Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 came out.
So you're a Goldfinger Superman fan.
When Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 came out, for any of my PS2 diehards, they had some fire songs on there.
It's all
Duality by Slipknot. Duality.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I always get my
I have that in our I run the music for our school at practice, so a couple kids are like, put in some Slipknot.
Duality by Slipknot is in my opinion probably the best pump up song ever made.
NASCAR games back in the day used to have pretty good soundtracks too.
NASCAR Thunder 03 had Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf.
I live by Texas Motor Speedway though.
Fucking if you're just ripping.
I actually was there dealing with Jaquan.
Oh yeah.
Is
Josh.
Is Jaquan still on the pit crew?
Josh?
Can't remember. I think it's Jaquan.
Jaquan's on the pit crew. Yeah.
Is he still on the pit crew? Okay.
Josh is coaching.
Yeah. But I think theirs was slightly under NASCAR. It was like the cupcake. It was like the
what series?
Cupcake.
The cupcake.
It was because it's like the NASCAR.
No, yeah.
But
so
I think the Texas Motor
Xfinity Series.
Xfinity Series, yeah.
But I think it had like the
I'm old enough to remember when it was called the Busch Series, but because it was the
trying to look and see
Cup in the Busch Series.
Which pit crew he's on now.
I was just in Dallas this weekend with Kane.
Is he back?
Yeah, it was his.
He lives here.
Yeah,
See,
or
Marchie,
he lives.
If Dylan
I don't know
lets
if
us
they
do,
lived in Minneapolis.
Dylan and I are secretly scheming to throw a house party at his place if he can get his wife on board. And my band plays a lot of the same music that you heard in like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. We play a lot of that same kind of music. So if we have this block party at Dylan's place and my band goes down and plays, you need to make the trip over to Bentonville.
We're
Bentonville's not far from my pop's hometown, Malvern.
Yeah. My I don't know if I talked to you since my little brother ended up like going to college with some kid that you were coaching.
Yeah, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah.
One of my students were like, "Yo, do you know a guy? He played at tight end at Iowa State." I'm like, "Well, what's his name?" He was like, "Dylan." I was like, "Sainer?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Dog, yes, I know him. We play together." But it's I want to say it's Jay Harrington.
I don't know. All I know about the kid is he drove like an orange Camaro or an orange Challenger or something. Yeah.
I coached Jay.
Yeah.
So Jay is at whatever school in Missouri.
Yeah.
I can't think of right now.
Evangel.
Yeah. Evangel, that's right. And they've got a few guys that we got up there actually.
This guy that Marchie coached was freshman roommates with my little brother in college.
Yeah. Small world, man.
Jaquan is on the Chris Buescher, Ross Fenway team for the Cup Series. So he's
he's on a Cup Series.
Yeah, he will be in the Daytona 500 this weekend.
Fuck yeah! Shout out!
Ooh, I need to hit him up now to see if I can get Texas Motor Speedway. That was fun. That was my first time ever. It just was 1,000 degrees, so I had to leave. I had to leave early. I was like,
yeah, it's Texas. When is it not?
I can't. But that was fun though.
This weekend.
It was nice today up here in Iowa. It got to 45 degrees. It was great.
It was like 80 here.
Oh,
yeah, dude. Terrible. It was funny, it was like Levi. I saw that map of Iowa of the degree differences between east and west. It was 62 degrees here. And then you look at it was just like a line, like it started in Mason City and just did an angle down to southeast Iowa. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, eastern Iowa was in the 40s.
It was still in the 40s. I mean, like, it was still like going out and grilling weather, but like it was still, it wasn't 60 degrees.
Look at us talking about how we're living.
I do miss that first 70-degree weather day in Iowa.
The first like 50-degree weather day coming out of winter, you're just like, this is the greatest day of my entire life.
Oh, and if it was just Saturday, Welch was popping.
Marchie would have been at the those apartments with the pool with that bottle. What's that shit called? Ron Diaz? Is that what it's called?
Whatever we were drinking back then, I would never drink that stuff.
Marchie always carried around this bottle. What the? I can't. It was like some black cherry flavor.
It was a peach crown.
No, it was like some cheap ass
Disaronno.
It was like in a plastic bottle, and it tastes like cherry flavored like liquor, like brown liquor.
Yeah, I think it was Disaronno. I wasn't drinking heavy.
What was that?
Y'all were ours. It was Copper Beach.
No, with the outdoor pool there, but it had like massive pool parties.
The Grove.
It was on the one on
like right across.
with the one on Welch.
It was like right near
Oh, because we had that pool party there, but I don't know where.
Grove is the one that's right over by
Grove is by Copper Beach. Over.
No, this was like
no,
near
Grove. The Grove is over by like the outdoor practice fields over on the over by the golf course.
Right. Yeah.
No, this is like right near Welch, and it had like a pool that was like fenced in the middle of downtown. And
I know what you're talking about.
And they would cram like 800 people in there.
Hold on, I got
this. That was probably the best pool party I've been to. Like just in college, that was pretty fun.
Let's see if we can find this.
I don't know what the fuck.
I actually had that picture on Instagram, but it's deleted now. It was all of us at the pool.
It wasn't the Legacy Towers, was it?
It might have been.
It might have been.
Yeah. Legacy's pool was like on top of the roof, though, wasn't it?
No, it was right back behind AJ's Ultra Lounge. You know, there was like a big.
Yeah, no, it was close.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, how? But that's why everybody was.
I got hammered in Legacy.
Summertime
regularly.
too.
Yeah, Legacy and Cyclone got hammered in those regularly.
Of course, Darren Peterson's house.
We've got another Iowa State Super Bowl ring, so that's good.
J.R. Singleton.
That's right.
Yeah.
Another.
Did he play last night, or did he just?
No, he's on the practice squad.
But another Kane bit from the weekend. He was like, "Oh yeah, JR." I showed him a picture of him, and he's like, because he was on a team with us for like 2 years at least, I think.
He would have been.
Yeah, not for me at least.
No, but
you might have only overlapped with him one year. I think he might have been a 2020 guy.
I knew him well enough that I had played football with him. I knew that.
And he was at Iowa State from 2020 to 2024.
Yeah, so I think
the last year.
He was a 2020 guy. Yeah.
Okay, well, Kane tells a story about how he was at some NFL event and he talked to him for like 2 hours. Didn't know he played Iowa State until I told him.
I'm telling you.
Whenever I
don't know it. It's just tough. Like sometimes be out the loop.
Yeah.
I really mean.
Oh, well, you talk about we're really out the loop now. Like we used to turn on those like workout videos and you'd be like, oh, we know all these people now. Holy.
I don't know anybody.
Don't even know the coach. Don't even know the coaches in the video.
Yeah. We were in I don't know why you're not in there. We got a Cyclones group chat, but
oh yeah. There was
I mean, if I don't hit up whoever runs the tickets now, like I've got to get tickets differently now.
Yeah.
You won't. Yeah, you don't know anybody there.
I don't know anybody.
I used to call like Mouse or Skip or somebody. Now I got to.
Yeah, I used to call Matt. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to literally like.
We have the
hopefully
crowd
they have
calling
something online.
We missed.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna be because my wife does all the planning. I thought that I was gonna be in Dallas with Kane when this happened, but we came back yesterday, so I wasn't with Kane when this happened. But
we need to get Kane on here.
It was him and his son have the same birthday, so that's
fire.
They threw a birthday party for his son. It was like I'm telling you, it looked like a Kardashian kid was having a birthday. And it was outrageous, man. It was dinosaur themed. They had like the fanciest food ever. They had Build-A-Bear in the birthday party, like a machine that you could go Build-A-Bear for free. Every kid had like an archaeologist vest and binoculars with like a hat.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, were y'all in Frisco?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frisco vibes.
Dylan was at the party wearing the vest and had the binoculars.
Dylan was the dinosaur.
Well, that's the thing is, they were like, once the party started, they're like, damn, we could have just made you wear a T-Rex outfit and that would have been awesome.
Yeah. You get one of those inflatable like dinosaur outfits at the band wore a couple years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of the band.
Yeah, we're half an hour into this bitch and we haven't talked about any Iowa State.
Well, we're kind of dry right now. It's dry season for football.
It is a touch.
The Hilton Coliseum atmosphere is lacking a little bit.
A touch. The students are not up to par anymore.
The Hilton crowd on Saturday for Baylor was a little rough.
Yeah.
Was it a weather thing? Or
like rough? Like what level of rough?
Rough that they were not cheering for anything.
Like the bottom was open. Like
no. It's worse is that the people were there. They just didn't make any noise.
The game day operations is a little bit rough just because it's all scripted to what they do it this and they never stray off of it. Like you could have like we'll use the Blake Buchanan dunk put like this dude literally flew through the air, grabbed the ball in mid-flight, slammed it down, pulled the rim down and everything, like huge dunk. Baylor calls timeout. They go right into the band playing. There's no like Juicy Wiggle type song to get the crowd like keep it rolling. It's the band they go playing into.
Well, and they're like they don't like leave a moment there for it to just kind of like stew and build. Like like whenever you watch a big sporting event, the best play-by-play announcers, like if something like huge happens, like if there's like if you're in the World Series and someone hits a walk-off homer or they hit a big like game-tying home run or something like that, the best announcers will
shut up.
They'll just shut up. They'll let the crowd pop go. They'll let you hear. They'll let you just listen to the crowd. After they get around till they get around second base or something like that. Or like in basketball, they'll they might call it as soon as it goes up, but then as soon as it like goes in, they'll give their one call and then kind of let it go. And I wish that they would allow that to happen at Hilton.
Just freelance it. I know you can't freelance everything within those game day operations, but like allow room for something else to just genuinely take place and be birthed right in front of the fans, experience. So
if you go back and watch the buzzer beaters that Naz Long hit against Oklahoma State in 2014, and the one at home especially, if you go back and watch that, like he launches it, it goes in, and the announcer, and I think it was John Sciambi that was on the call for that game, and I think it was Boog and Fran that was on the call for that game, and like he's like got it, and then just let the crowd just go apeshit like for a while, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I guess I don't really specifically have like the TV people do a great job with that, and that's good. But like
you can do, but like the arena announcer though, he was like Naz Long, he was going nuts. It wasn't just.
Are you like? Are you going to these games, or are you just hearing this, or like?
Well,
you can hear it on the TV.
You can hear it on TV.
Yeah.
But we even heard from people that were in the arena that were saying like it's quiet, like it's weirdly quiet for no reason at all.
It took until like the second half for like the lower section to really just get into it. I mean, there were some moments in the first half that they were standing up and cheering, but it just felt like there was no juice, and obviously that's probably going to change. And when Kansas and Baylor. To the credit of the crowd, is 3-9 in the Big 12. Like, okay, I get that, but like this is a 5th ranked basketball team that is, if in theory, if they win out, they're going to be a number 1 seed, or win out in the regular season, they're going to be a number 1 seed or close to.
They're more importantly, they're good enough to win a national championship.
Yep, and we're just it kind of just feels like we're taking it for granted a little bit.
I do feel as though the students have gotten a touch complacent. Yeah,
because they have lived in this world where Iowa State basketball has been good every year of them being in college, and next year is going to be the same thing where this team is going to be good again. They got a really good freshman class coming in next year for TJ, but it just depends on some other transfers and Milan staying or not staying.
You better leave.
Yeah. So I mean, there's
actually I don't know, because this freshman class is crazy.
I mean, when you go from shooting 39%, which is really good, to 54, I mean,
to currently on pace for the best shooting season in the history of the sport.
That's crazy.
Somebody's
the thing is, like, he wouldn't have a lot to gain by coming back.
No.
It'd be mostly just like waiting out because this freshman class is loaded, so he would be, he has a cap just on how high he can go. and he would come back and he could break 1.5 million records.
Yeah, the good news is I think like the NBA and like I guess for the good news for the NBA and players staying, like it seems like the whole like I mean the freshmen like Boozer and all those guys are going to be the top picks, but like there's more room for these older guys to sneak up into that top 10 of the NBA draft than there was, maybe 5 years ago. So NIL has helped that a little bit. So it's not like he's going to lose a ton by coming back, but he's still.
The NBA isn't like getting weird about it like a 19-year-old.
The NBA will find a spot for Milan because just of the way he plays.
Like Joshua Jefferson's going to be a 24-year-old draft, a 24-year-old draft entrant, and right now I think he's like borderline a lottery pick. So it's like,
he's been anywhere from the 17th pick in the NBA draft till mid-second round. So I mean,
they find a spot for you if you're good. If you can play ball, they find you a spot.
I mean, look at AJ Green.
Yeah,
he starts for the Bucks now. So
we've got a crazy stretch coming up.
Yeah, they've got TCU this weekend,
tomorrow night.
TCU this tomorrow night, and then Kansas on Saturday. You get the rematch at home,
and then Houston BYU right after. That's
Houston 2 days after Kansas.
At home,
to be honest, Hilton Coliseum hosts 2 top 10 matchups in 3 days.
So I don't know, like I have to see like pictures or videos or something. I'm not really too much worried about the fans. I do feel like though, like I think probably Baylor not being as good definitely played a little bit of part of it. I think our fans, I'm not as tapped in as far as the fans and Jack and not Jack Trice, Hilton and how it is inside. But I just have a hard time thinking like, when Kansas comes in, it's probably people sitting out right now for that. If I'm expecting, if it's like normal Houston game, I think it'll be a really big game, especially if you're coming off of a win against Kansas. But
this is the student section. Sorry, Dylan, I just cut you off and I don't know how to fix it.
Okay. So at the top. Okay.
So it's like right there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my gripe with it is a little bit here is like Tamin Lipsey is playing 4 more games inside Hilton Coliseum. Like this is one of the all-time great Cyclones in the basketball sphere. Like, let's fill this bitch up, students. Come on.
He is literally your classmate. Like, go out and support the kid.
Right. And I think maybe even they needed this. They need somebody to call him out.
He's an Ames native. He's one of the best players in program history. Like, would you like? All you do is like, if that was Brock Purdy, would you be there? Of course you would. You'd be there.
And now imagine if Brock Purdy grew up in Ames, Iowa.
Right, and he spent his entire life like he was a ball boy when he was, when he was in 3rd grade, stuff like that. Like it's like. The kids, the students there need to.
I mean, I'll
get their shit together.
I think they'll get up for the Kansas.
They'll get up for Kansas.
Houston.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but it's like it's easy to get up for those games. They're top 10 matchups, and it's Kansas and it's Houston. Like,
and then you got Texas. I mean, the only one you got left is Arizona State.
State, but that's also senior night, so that should be full. Like the remaining schedule, like Hilton should be basically full for all of them, and they should be loud. But when I was in school for the Fred Hoiberg days, like the crowd was loud by default, and then they had to be quieted down by the other team going on a run or something like that. Like it wasn't, you didn't need to wait for something to happen to get the crowd engaged. We were just from the opening tip, we were loud and after it. And then, you just went with it from there. But now it seems like they need, they need a 9-0 run with a couple threes or something like that to kind of get them going, which is different than what it used to be. And specifically, for a while there, for like a decade, Fran Fraschilla, is big, obviously big 12 guy or whatever, always put he always said Allen Fieldhouse and Hilton Coliseum were 1A and 1B for the best arenas in college basketball. And I would think that was true at the time. Right now, I don't know how you could put right now, I don't think you could put Hilton on the same exact level as Allen Fieldhouse. If you see what Allen Fieldhouse looks like what it looked like when we went there, like that's not what Hilton Coliseum looks like right now. Unfortunately, it should. There's no reason that you can't hold Hilton Coliseum to the same standard as you hold Fog Allen Fieldhouse.
I mean, shoot, it better be packed versus us. We was like number 2 in the country.
Yeah.
It better be. But at the same time, I get what you guys are saying. We've got to, with us being a top, arena in the Big 12 and arguably in the country, you have to accept that responsibility of being there and packing the stands out every single game if you want that to continue to be respected. It's just like our performance. Nobody's going to respect you unless, you win games. So nobody's going to respect the Hilton Coliseum and put it on the pedestal if we are not out supporting and having it a packed house and being absolutely rowdy in that place, which it normally is. So I don't know what the problem is. I to me, off that picture you put in here, that tells me it's Baylor. They just thought we were going to blow them out.
It is. Baylor used to be a really sexy matchup, and they're just not. They're very mediocre this year. But
I'm with track.
I do think we wasted. Don't you think we wasted the whiteout game a little bit?
Well, I think they assumed that Baylor was going to be a lot.
I think they thought Baylor was going to be better. Yeah.
I'm with track.
So they had this planned out.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
The kids are soft. The kids are soft.
I actually am kind of with you on that. Because I remember seeing. It was a couple years ago. We had called it out. From the old Wide Right account or whatever. I had tweeted something about how like the student section is fucking dog shit or something like that. Like right now, and a bunch of them were in the replies. Like he's like, well, I had class earlier today.
Finals.
I had to wait outside for an hour and a half or something. That's like you're waiting outside in line for 2 hours. That's what you're going to bitch about?
Don't get me wrong. There are plenty of students out there that camp out for weeks on end or days on end that are just insane, and props to them. But there are just as many as the few the other way that won't show up because they may have class in the morning.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I've got class tomorrow morning. It's like, who fucking cares?
You're in college. Live it up.
Tomorrow. Yeah, you're in college. It's like saying you don't go out for. Like, do you not go out for mug night on Thursday because you got class on Friday?
Right.
Fuck no.
Hell no.
And half the time, nobody's going to class on Friday.
It's like going to mug night. I
got a question for you guys. I don't know. So we have the blackout in football. Would you be opposed to the blackout in basketball?
They do have black jerseys. They have not done a blackout as far as the crowd goes, but they do have black jerseys.
Who do you think makes those decisions? Like, does that come down to the AD? Is that like a basketball decision?
I think it's a little
because if I'm looking in the camera and whoever's making the decision, the Houston game should be blacked out.
They may wear black uniforms, but I guess we can just make them wear red or white. But
or all red.
I believe.
But I think they're already red, so you wear black.
Houston is the gold rules game. Houston is the gold out.
So they'll be wearing gold.
So we're going to wear gold.
They're going to wear gold. Crowd will be in gold. Yeah. There's nothing specific for Kansas right now, but Houston is gold rules.
Okay.
Yeah. So
maybe Tech.
We can't wear black against Tech.
Honestly, we haven't worn black. We haven't worn black since the Arizona game last year.
Yeah, that was
love.
Yeah, maybe that's just like a.
They're out on it. They're done.
We don't do that anymore. That's an all-time like demon to have to play with those. Winner. Yeah, with Caleb Love. Yeah.
Did we ever play them again?
We did in Hilton. We beat them by 20.
We smoked them.
I was just wondering because I was like, dang, that was the only time we played them. And they won on that.
Yeah, we only get them once in the regular season this year, and it's at Tucson here in a couple weeks.
What's your prediction on the record?
Final record for Iowa State.
No, fuck Fuck the senior night game. There's this 7-game stretch starting with TCU to Arizona.
Well,
I think we lose 2.
Okay, so you've got TCU, Kansas. You're at TCU, Kansas, Houston, at BYU, at Utah, Texas Tech, Arizona, and then at Arizona.
7 games. What's the record?
5-2.
I'm hoping 6-1.
TCU should be a win. Kansas is going to be a win. We're at home. I don't think we lose a home game.
I think you can protect home.
But it's BYU and Arizona then.
I think you lose versus BYU.
At BYU is tough.
And you lose at Arizona.
Yeah.
So what was that, 5-2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's better? What's better, to beat Arizona or to beat BYU? If you're gonna 6-1 these 7 games.
Oh, Arizona.
Beat
Arizona.
Oh, big time.
Damn, they don't have a loss. So hopefully they don't have a loss.
Arizona right now is like head and shoulders the best team in the country.
Right. It looks good to beat them, but also doesn't it look worse to lose to BYU than to
No,
lose to
BYU is a
Arizona?
good team. Like losing at BYU is still a quad 1 loss. That's still a good loss.
9:00 game on a Monday?
It's a bad tip.
BYU?
Yeah, it's a bad tip.
Bro,
That's a Monday? I thought it was a Saturday. I'm
You know,
losing
it might
my
be.
mind.
It might be. Sorry.
Yeah, BYU
It
is on a
is Saturday.
Saturday.
9:30?
I was planning on crushing like 400 beers before then. Now
Yeah, I
I'm
was
like,
gonna
you
say,
said a
no,
Monday. I was like,
no.
no.
It's an
I'm gonna take a nap all day and
It's an
then
8:30 tip.
wake
It's
up
not
at
so bad.
7. No, it says 9.
Oh, it's 8:30 that time. It's 9:30. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're gonna miss any UFC fights watching that damn game.
Weird. We might as well just stay in Utah because then you're at Utah the next game.
No, they 100%
What's the
are.
point of leaving to go back?
Oh yeah. They're just gonna stay out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll just have to kill Sunday and Monday.
I mean, if you go 5-2, you beat Arizona as a part-time Illinois guy too. They are starting to stink it up in the Big Ten. So I'm trying to think: is that Purdue win the same?
The Purdue win is still a
Because
really,
I'm thinking,
really
if you go 5-2 and you say, "Yeah, we got our revenge on Kansas," you beat Houston in the one time you play them this year. You beat Tech, and you beat at Arizona. If you're not a 1 seed or the number 1, 2 seed,
if you're 6-1, if you're 6-1 and you beat Arizona, you are absolutely a 1 seed. No question.
Well, I'm thinking I was going off my 5-2.
So you'd have to lose to BYU.
Oh no, I said
and
Arizona.
If you're 5-2 and you lose to BYU, then you got to find another one in there. Maybe you don't beat Houston at home or something. But
I mean, even beating Houston, Tech, Kansas.
I think if you're 5-2, you're automatically a 2 seed, right?
5-2, you're at least
I think you're a 2 seed. 6-1, 7-0. 4-3, you might go bump down to
7-0 would be nuts. I might
7-0
just turn down
7-0. You may be the number 1 seed, the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah. 7-0, and then we'll just forfeit the senior night game. We don't.
Yeah. And then 5-2, 6-1, you're probably a 1 seed. 5-2, it depends on what your losses are, but probably you're locked into a 2 seed. You may be a 1 seed.
I think if you're 5-2, you're probably a 2 seed. No matter
Probably.
what.
I mean, and it depends on who else loses and stuff like that too. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird deal. But I think I'm not really that worried about the 2-day turnaround for Houston. Basketball games, like they turn around, they have quick turnarounds all the time.
So here's the question: would you rather be a 1 seed or a 2 seed?
1 seed.
I would rather be a 1 seed for the vibes.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather
be sick as hell.
I think I'd rather be a 2 seed.
Why?
I'm gonna be honest. None of that shit matters. Matchup. I'm just saying, like, I just watch teams. You're so great. You're the number 1 seed, and then the Sweet 16 time comes and you lose to
the Sweet 16.
Kansas.
The problem is with the way it works now is that like once you get to the Sweet 16, you're playing a good basketball team at that point.
That's I honestly I just want to be playing really good basketball.
As long as you're in the
like,
top,
even if we don't win the Big 12 tournament, if I feel like we lost because the team just hit shots, and we go into the tourney,
well, they've ruined all that shit. Like is it even worth playing through the Big 12 tournament? Like, let's just rest. Like, there's like,
yeah.
Like that shit happens a lot in baseball too. It's like, man, we're already where we're going to be. Why the fuck would we play these games?
Mainly because you want to keep rolling. Like you want to keep you want to just keep moving. You don't want to take a whole week off.
Well, we saw what a week did to them this week, where they just were like, whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. The 2-day turnaround to Houston doesn't bother me, but so as long as you're a 2 seed or better, what that does mean is until the Elite 8, you're not going to play anybody seeded higher than you, which is nice. If you're a 3 seed, then you're eventually going to find the 1 seed, or you're going to eventually find the 2 seed in the Sweet 16 potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're a 2 seed or a 1 seed, you're always going to be playing a lower seeded team than you all the way up until the Elite 8.
Right.
Which is nice.
The seed doesn't matter. I think having the 1 by your name, just like bad shit happens in March when you have that.
Well, considering we've had bad shit happen to us with the 2 next to our name too. So
I don't. I mean, I'd probably go 1 seed just because hey, we're the 1 seed. Like that's pretty cool.
I think it's cool to be able to say you're a 1 seed. Yeah.
I think the last 5 years, I'm like, I'm over this one. I don't even care. We could be the 10 seed. It really, like, in a grand scheme of things, we all know it doesn't matter. But I just want to go in here playing good basketball. And to me, I don't know why, I'm always the most nervous, though, in the first game. I think that first game has got to be the hardest, even though we've done relatively well with Coach Otts in the first games. It's not like we really had close games, maybe early in the first half, but we kind of blow people out in the second. Unless I'm forgetting the game. Am I forgetting the game?
Yeah, no, they've just like a couple times they've kind of, I wouldn't say limped through, but
you know, they kind of play, but I feel like you never – or in the we're not in control. I think
it's part of it is like the first
shots or
the part of it is like the first round of the tournament is like that's when like your guys that aren't used to playing in that environment are going to be have the most jitters. Like like this year, the first tournament game, you're like wondering like how does Jamarian Bateman handle it? How does Dominic Plata handle it? How does Killian Toure handle it? You know, that with that kind of pressure. So like, but once you play the first game and you get out of the way, they're like, okay, we're vibing, we're rolling. They're used to playing the neutral site thing. You know, they're playing a team that they haven't played before. You know, once you get that first game out of the way, it feels a lot better. But that first game is always really nervous. Plus, too, you also don't want to be, if you're a high seed, the first game is also a little nerve wracking because you're like, I don't want to be the team that
you don't want to be that.
You don't want to be the one that
There's
loses
always
to a 14
one.
seed. Yeah, no one wants to be the one that loses to a 14
well,
seed.
Trax, I'll tell you how Dom Nelson's going to handle it. He'll be sitting on the bench.
With his ass on the bench.
It's a good thing. You don't want to know, March. You don't want to know.
He's situationally useful.
He's on the team?
Situationally
useful. So, Levi, what is that situation?
Situation is if you are up
in a
by
plane
a little
crash
bit,
and nobody on the team makes it out.
It's if you're up by like 5 or 10, you need to give Toure or Tamin or somebody a blow, and you're fine with them eating a couple fouls or something like that, and you just huck them out there, let them get to the free throw line, go 1 of 2, and then put them back on the bench.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't know, Matthias. Maybe he's been working on his craft. Maybe he's developing.
Dude gets to the free throw line,
finding out to be the best version of himself.
Yeah,
the guy gets to the free throw line like a lot. He gets to the free throw line a lot.
Well, that's because that's the only thing he can do is drive. He doesn't have an out, which he gets the free throw line a lot, and he sucks at shooting free throws. And
he's 57%
everything else.
From the line. He's 57% from the line as a guard.
Yeah, it's rough.
0-5 from 3.
He's got the same free throw percentage as Milan has 3-point percentage. So
basically, he has the same. Or let's see here. For a while, for like up until like a week ago, he had the same number of free throw attempts as like Killian Toure and Milan Momcilovic, who play all the time.
He would be useful if like he could make.
If he was a
70% of those free throws,
free throw shooter,
and when he's playing defense, like he everybody just olays right by him. There's no movement in his feet.
Yeah, so he's a better free throw shooter than Buchanan, but Buchanan does a lot of other stuff.
Buchanan can at least block a shot every once in a while. And I will be on the point, like Buchanan did the cool dunk on Saturday, but he's got to be a lot better down low. Like he's got to be more active in the rebounding game. He's got to be a little more stronger with the ball in the post and getting putbacks and all that stuff offensively. It just he's not giving you anything other than 4 points for the last I don't even know how many games. Even then, he doesn't really make that huge of an impact defensively either. Like you notice Plata a lot more defensively than you do Buchanan. And Plata's only playing 10 minutes a game, and Buchanan's up to 24 minutes a game. So I don't know. He just needs to be like at one point in time in this run to the end of the season and into the NCAA tournament, there's going to be a team that has a post presence that's just going to absolutely butt plug us.
Arizona
right?
Is crazy.
So there we go. That's going to be a good measuring stick. Like I mean, Buchanan has shown up in previous games in big moments where he's needed to, but he hasn't done that in the last 10 plus games.
He sets a hell of an illegal
screen. Yeah. Because the first 3 that Milan canned was the most illegal screen ever set.
Oh yeah.
They just didn't
he killed that dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was like nothing close to having his feet set.
And Scott Drew did really have a point on that one, but oof.
He was right to be mad about that. Yeah, absolutely. The nice thing, like there are games where Blake Buchanan really stands out, his passing ability especially. Like he's like a really nice, he's just a really nice guy to have down low offensively because you can get him out and he can pass the ball around a little bit and all that. But there are other games where he's just not checked in on the glass and defensively.
I will say TJ did go. I mean, obviously Plata is in terms of freshman this year, but TJ did go to the high school recruiting. It seems like he hasn't done that in the last 3 years in the post game.
Bigs,
and we do have 2 bigs coming in. Obviously, one's a true center, the other one's more of a forward type. But there is 2 bigs coming in on the freshman class for next year. Yeah. And whether they're, game ready or not, but one is from France and familiar with Torre too. So
yeah, I think he's friends with Torre.
Yeah.
Who do you want to win this Kansas game?
Kansas.
Kansas, definitely. Yeah.
Just so that way, I mean, we can get the regular season title if we can. But
yeah, every other win that Arizona stack just makes it that much tougher to.
Plus, it'd be nice to have Arizona like take a loss and feel some mortality.
I think it would be nice to have Kansas coming off of an emotional win.
Yeah, on the hangover. Yeah. Absolutely.
The only thing is the Peterson's guy not playing tonight.
Yeah, he's got flu.
Darren Peterson's out. Yeah,
of course.
I mean, when
fresh.
He'll be fresh for Saturday.
I'm honestly not worried about that. Like this team being ready for Kansas on Saturday, just based on the ass kicking they took in Lawrence. This team's going to be ready.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That one was pretty ugly.
Like to see Tamin Lipsey have another good game. He had 4 turnovers, but other than that, it was maybe one of his best games of the season. He
was all over the floor.
His hustle is legendary, man. That the play he made where he rebounded his own missed free throw, then I think it was then Milan missed a wide open 3. And he got that rebound too, and then got it over to Joshua Jefferson. Like that whole sequence there was unbelievable. Mm-hmm. It's a shame that Joshua Jefferson kind of ruined it by just randomly losing the ball, driving to the hoop. But it's
a shame that Milan shot under 50% beyond the arc.
2 of 6 for him on the day. A fine day for an ordinary human being, but it brought his number down to 56. I want to say
not enough jelly beans.
But but what that game did show you though is that you don't need Milan to go 5 of 9 from 3
It would have been nice to have.
It would have been nice, but
But he still scored 21. What he
still had 21. He still had 21 points, even only going 2 of 6 from 3. So it did show you though that like
it was a little closer than you would like against Baylor at home.
It was weird though because they were up by like 13 with 2 minutes left or something like that, and then they just Baylor just knocked down a bunch of shots for some reason. But
and we didn't make free throws. Really bad free throw shooting game by us on Saturday.
Especially Joshua Jefferson had a very bad. I think he was 2 of 6 from the line.
Yeah,
awful. If you're Joshua Jefferson and you're a National Player of the Year candidate, you're the quote unquote kind of leader of the team.
You should be at the line.
You're getting to the line all the time.
Yeah,
I would tell you,
he has shot.
Milan's the only.
He shot over double the amount of free throws of anybody else on the team.
Mommy is the only one I trust at the free throw line right now because I mean, even Tamin Lipsey is front ironing a bunch of them too.
I mean, Joshua Jefferson's at 70%, which is fine. At the volume he shoots in his position,
it's fine. Yeah,
that's fine. Like it's fine. But then you got Tamin Lipsey. He's shooting 69%. Plate is shooting 65. Milan's at a healthy 90 flat.
Yeah,
good number. And
get
then
the ball in his hands at the end of the game.
Touré's at 74%. Blake Buchanan 45%.
Don't get the ball in his hands at the end of the game.
Right. And he has shot more free throws, or he's basically on par free throw wise with Touré and amazingly Dominic Nelson.
So this psychologist that spends this time talking to Milan, is he talking the rest of the team too, or what?
You'd hope so.
I mean,
I don't know. If that guy's name ever gets out, he's going to get a lot more clients here pretty quick.
Well, like is 39 to 54%? Is that not an outrageous jump? Like an outrageous jump?
I mean, 54% by itself is an outrageous number for anybody.
Yeah, but like I think I looked it up. He was like his pass. It's 33%, 39%, and then 54%.
Something like that. So he shot he was at 36% his freshman year, 30. Basically, you round up to 40% last year, and now he's at 53% right now.
That's an outrageous jump.
Huge jump.
Oh, yeah.
When you're already at a number that's good, like 40.
He's already attempted 10 more threes than he did all of last year, and he's shooting 15% better.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
We need that guy talking to everybody.
Yeah.
The psychologist is named Dr. Wonka.
Don't worry. I'm gonna talk to them boys tomorrow, man.
Hey, yeah, and
we get there bright and early.
And we need him to go across the street and talk to all the kickers, punters, and quarterbacks across the street. Those guys need that too.
Milan only needs to hit. Let's see if he only needs to hit 19 more threes the entire rest of the season to eclipse Curtis Jones' total makes from last season.
Did you say only 19?
Only 19 for the rest of the season, which is
19's kind of a lot.
You might get that by the BYU game.
Yeah, I mean, you got 8 games. It's like whatever, 2.5 a game.
That's like 2 a game.
It's almost nothing. Yeah, I mean that's. Yeah, I don't know. I hope he can finish the season above 50%. I think that'd be incredible.
Yeah.
And we've got emo Dylan.
What? Is that AI?
Yeah, someone AI do. Yep.
Holy.
That has become a tradition of the CF After Dark streams as people getting AI'd. We've got this like weird
oh god,
goth, like Western goth vibe.
Yeah. All right, I kind of fuck with it.
It either looks like he should be on the movie The Prestige, like a weird dark magician.
Weird magician, yeah.
Or you're like a
Dylan.
pirate.
What the fuck is happening here?
I got it.
Okay, Levi, I want to transition this into gymnastics canceling the season.
I was just going to bring that up. Yeah.
Hand up. I kind of like got a very broad overview of it, but I don't know enough to really.
Yeah. So unfortunately, not a lot of people know much about it because there's been almost nothing. Nobody's talked about it.
A lot of rumors.
So basically, just yesterday, Iowa State Gymnastics canceled the rest of their season. They're done.
I did see that, but I don't know why.
Yeah, so unfortunately, like there hasn't been much that has come out. Like the coach hasn't issued any sort of statement or anything like that. There's just the athletics department put out a statement that basically said like, we don't think we can safely field a team or whatever the fuck that means. But if you start kind of reading between the lines, there's a lot of the people on the team that have started posting highlights to their recruiting profiles and stuff like that, essentially like suggesting most or all of the team is getting ready to transfer out, type of thing. Like the coach has lost the team entirely. I don't know if I haven't heard anything definitive on like what was the genesis event of that, of like why this is all happening, because the coach is only in her second year, and last year she would like they improved. They're not bad, but something happened that pissed off a couple of teammates, and then the whole team turned on her, or something along those lines. I said I haven't gotten any sort of like definitive confirmation exactly what happened, but that is the vibe I'm getting, is that like a couple athletes were not treated well in some capacity, and the rest of the team just fucking pulled the ripcord and bailed, basically. So
I feel like there's been no talks about it. Has to be something really serious that happened.
I would agree with that. The fact that there hasn't been any sort of public statement or anything made about it, aside from we're canceling the season because we can't field a team or whatever. Like that's the only statement that's been released by the university on anything or anybody associated with the university. So
it's weird to me just from what you were saying.
No, you're good. You're good now.
You're back.
Oh. It's just weird to me because, in my opinion, and again, this is I don't really know what happened, but
right.
I would at least try and finish the season, get more film, right? Instead of just canceling the whole season.
A bunch of the athletes already, a bunch of the gymnasts posted like practice film of them to their recruiting profiles. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, and I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, a lot of it's pretty much just speculation right now because nobody knows what the hell's going on.
There's only two people that can be blamed for this. One is Matt Campbell, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
The other one is in the room with us because he didn't get a fucking car.
Fuck you.
So I'm not sure what's going on with it. If the whole team transfers out, Iowa State may have to have a difficult conversation about what they do with gymnastics.
Ooh. What if we get rid of gymnastics permanently? Can we have a baseball team?
No, because of Title IX.
Title IX. So
yeah, but we're getting rid of a women's sport.
You have to
be a girl sport.
You replace with a women's sport. So
we need a new one.
A new women's sport.
What do we need?
Here's a part of this too, is that I think Scott Dockerman tweeted out that gymnastics is roughly run a $5 million loss over the last 3 years. So it's costing Iowa State a lot of money.
Women's wrestling.
And so women's wrestling would be a natural pivot. Iowa was one of the first states in the country to have high school women's wrestling. There's a ton of talent in state. If you needed to build a team, a women's wrestling team from scratch, you could build a nationally competitive one with just what you have available in the state right now.
Okay, so
that's naturally appealing. You've already. The other option would be women's flag football, which is very intriguing.
What do we need?
Sport.
Here is a interesting tidbit from the Cyclones. You can get this on cyclones.com, the NCAA financial report. So track and field are counted as two separate sports, indoor and outdoor.
Right.
Iowa State currently has 18 total sports. The NCAA requires 16 sports to field an FBS team. But currently UCF is the only one that fields 16 total sports.
Exactly the number to hit Division I.
Yep. In 2025, gymnastics made $287,392 in revenue, and had $1.6 million in expenses for a net loss of $1.4 million.
Damn, gymnastics sounds like me for real. Gymnastics is like my own personal finance.
I'm just gonna keep reading this because it is going to the everything that we're kind of talking about. Fall 2025 undergraduate stats were 55.6% male versus 44.4 female. Total awarded scholarships for gymnastics were 13.67, equivalent to with 18 total participants. Total participant proportion was male 55 and female 44, right on the money for Title IX. Total scholarships awarded was 125.22 for the male.
So basically, what it's saying is like we just met the threshold for Title IX. So
yes.
So what do we need to do to get a baseball team
for women's
if you cut
what you need to do is you need to move Iowa State about 1,000 miles further, about 500 miles south to make it a competitive team.
If you cut just gymnastics,
name one cold weather baseball team that matters. Name one.
I mean, do the Rockies count? They suck.
They are horrible, famously terrible. But college baseball. Name a college baseball team north of Kentucky.
Yeah, it's got to be
on the East Coast. There's good baseball teams on the East Coast, and the Big 12 in general.
South, there is
a good baseball conference.
Coast. What is
the Big 12? It's a good baseball conference.
Yeah, but where are most of the teams?
Oklahoma teams are good. That's Oklahoma, right down the road. Kansas, Nebraska, like
Arizona State, Arizona.
Kansas and Nebraska.
What do all of those have in common?
Bro, Kansas and Nebraska are in the same. It's the same fucking place.
They're both bad at baseball.
I don't know.
West Virginia is finally competitive now, but they're like that's like an outlier.
I think
Wisconsin does not sponsor.
Could you imagine we could build an indoor baseball?
Wisconsin does not even sponsor baseball. Wisconsin.
A dome.
The correct answer is instead of baseball is you get hockey, because Iowa State stands right at the crossroads of Chicago, Minneapolis, Denver.
But like, how do all these schools have hockey and baseball? We don't get either.
Because they've got hella money.
We got hella money.
The crazy thing is, hockey would make sense, but like
the problem is the startup cost for hockey is
that high. And like the gymnastics that the Hilton crew is gonna have to do, because we don't have we do have an indoor hockey place.
Well, what you would do is eventually you'd create a 10-year plan to build one.
Correct.
And in the meantime, you play at the Des Moines Buccaneers Arena.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing: your baseball team wouldn't lose $1 million a year.
No, it wouldn't. Hockey would be able to outpace baseball in revenue. And Iowa State would have a much better shot of being nationally competitive in hockey than they would in baseball. But specifically for the women's side, hockey, again, very interesting because you could be competitive in hockey for Iowa State because you're just in the right part of the country to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the startup cost for hockey is very high. Arizona State, when they started their program like 10 years ago, was like $35 million just to get it off the ground. And that was 10 years ago. You're probably looking at like it would take Iowa State probably $40 million.
Hockey and Hilton would be dope as hell. But like
last time they did it was like, if you see the pictures from the last time they did hockey and Hilton, it was fucking awesome.
That would be crazy.
And there would be an outdoor game in Jack Trice, and it would be cool.
An outdoor hockey game in Jack Trice Stadium.
Yeah,
action.
But like, I don't like your baseball argument because, like,
Iowa State baseball was mediocre to bad for the most of its history.
I mean, Iowa State's everything has been mediocre to bad for most of its history outside of basketball.
I mean, wrestling has been really, really good.
Yeah, but like, I don't think it's that bad of an idea.
The problem
we have men and women.
It's really about getting players.
It's about getting players, and
the high school talent in Iowa is good.
For baseball, it's solid.
It's better than the football talent.
It's gotten better, yeah.
Yeah, it's better. The problem is that generally speaking, cold weather schools have a pretty big disadvantage.
Yeah, but how do we have golf? Like golf teams, we have both.
Golf is cheap,
and golf's a spring sport.
Golf gets played in warm weather. I mean, they go to tournaments down south, but golf is also not an expensive sport to sponsor because the players have their own equipment. It's basically just travel and recruiting. Like,
you've definitely never been to our golf facility in Ames, have you?
they have spent money on it, but like, the
because it's
baseline-
fucking badass.
Oh, it is. It's fucking awesome.
I've never been.
It's really
badass.
cool. It's
I
fucking
don't even
awesome.
know where it's at.
It's right next
outside of town.
Yeah. But it's generally speaking, there are exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, baseball teams in cold weather climates are not competitive. The Big Ten is a terrible baseball conference. There's no relevant teams in the Big Ten. Maybe now there would be, maybe with like, I don't know if like Oregon's any good or not, but like for the most part,
Oregon's, oh yeah,
their softball's good. I don't know
what the hell does Oregon State do these days? They're good.
They're in the Pac-12.
Yeah, but eventually they're gonna do. The Pac-12 is like,
well, they revived themselves now. There's like 9 teams in there.
Mountain West.
They stole a bunch of Mountain West and Texas State. The problem is, like, if Iowa State already had a baseball team, like if they still had one and it was going, like you could justify keeping it going. The problem is like you can't really justify getting a new one because Iowa State would need a new stadium. Like you can't, like the like Cap Tim Field of Names isn't gonna work for a Division I baseball team.
I've played there. I know
it's not great. I mean, it's fine for a club team, but you can't put a Division I team there. So you'd have to play at probably Principal Park in Des Moines, and that's just tough. Like the nice part with women's wrestling is that you don't have.
Yeah. Here's the video.
Yeah.
In
The golf facility is fucking
800 yards long, 200 yards wide, over 36 unique hole
Just for the gist of
combinations,
it.
and 13 different greens inspired by some of the most famous course
There's also
architects
like
in
an
the world.
indoor.
Iowa State golfers get access to some of the best recovery equipment on the planet, as well as a full indoor chipping and putting facility. Let's head down to the practice area and get this thing started with Women's Associate Head Coach Taylor Riggs.
Thanks for having me out, Coach.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sweet.
That's 13 minutes long. So
The other
Yeah.
part of this,
Wow.
too, is that
I'm gonna have to watch that tomorrow.
travel for a baseball team is astronomical. It would be a very, very expensive venture for Iowa State to have baseball. Specifically on the women's side, though, women's wrestling makes a ton of sense. You don't need any new facilities. It's pretty much just taking the money you did spend on volleyball and moving it to wrestling.
So if the
You
baseball
mean,
idea is
gymnastics.
so bad,
Or gymnastics, not volleyball.
if
Gymnastics.
having a baseball team is so hard and so bad, we should get rid of our softball team.
You cannot do that only because of Title IX.
Yeah, but we should replace it with women's hockey or something.
It's really
Dylan,
funny that you're bringing this up.
Dylan, you're digging a hole here.
Because last
What?
night in the Discord, I floated like the hypothetical idea that if you were building the athletic department from scratch, like you were choosing all like from scratch, all the
You would leave
programs
softball out.
I'd have to look at it. I'd have to look at the numbers, but
They love our softball team. They would love our baseball team.
I think you'd have to look at softball. Maybe it makes a cut. I am not 100% sure if it does.
he's trying so hard not to say the wrong things.
No, what I'm
Don't
like,
do
I'm just
it.
saying, like,
Don't do it.
I'm not like, again, not advocating that I would say does anything at the softball team other than continue to support it. But in a hypothetical where you were choosing sports from scratch, you'd have to take a look at softball to make sure it makes sense. Not in the same way that like women's basketball is an automatic done in there. Volleyball done in there.
Well,
Like-
those are easy. Like everyone,
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like I would not consider softball to be an easy one.
Really,
Not-
at the end of the day with this gymnastics things, I hope it's not like entirely a money situation. I hope it's, and I mean, it's bad to say, but you hope it's something that they can recover from, and maybe it's just personnel issue that the coach just isn't meeting.
Yeah, you
what-
definitely don't want to see the sport go away.
You don't want the you also don't want coaches to be a problem where it turns out to be like, hey, this person was just a giant dick and it's some sort of a scandal or whatever it is. But whatever this is, it's probably, eventually it's going to all seep out and we'll know, but probably not going to look good either way.
baseball things, but I just want a baseball team, dude.
I get it. I think a baseball would be cool, but if you had to pick that or
Field of
hockey,
Dreams. You ever heard of it? I don't know why you're shitting on the state of Iowa in baseball. Like,
I literally live 10 minutes from the Field of Dreams.
so why is the state of Iowa such a bad place for a baseball team to
For
live?
college
Because
baseball,
Kevin Costner is not walking through that door.
I mean,
Levi, if you build it, they will come. Okay.
I mean, look at Iowa baseball. It's dog shit. It's not good
Yeah,
baseball.
another sport we can dog walk their bitch ass in.
Honestly, that's a fair enough point. But it's just kind of, I don't know. It's if you had to pick one, hockey makes a lot more sense than baseball.
Yeah, if I'm cool with a hockey team if we hire some like straight up thugs, like we're fighting, like that's all we do is fight.
We'll just
We
go to
don't play
Russia.
hockey.
What'd you say, March?
I'd just go to Russia or Canada or I don't know. Isn't
Yeah,
that
you-
where
you
most
got
hockey
Minnesota
players are?
Minnesota and all them right there.
Lance
Yeah,
Armstrong's
fencing.
list nut says fencing.
Fencing, that'd be cool.
What about curling?
What about
There's rowing. There's
what about handball?
hockey.
Doesn't the Big 12 have rowing?
Oh God,
Big 12 Kansas State has a rowing team because instead of
Don't-
wrestling,
We
Kansas
have
State has
beach
rowing.
volleyball now.
TCU has an equestrian team. We can
I
get
will not
up
stand
here.
for beach volleyball in Iowa before baseball. Never my
Wouldn't
life.
that be
will I
so
submit.
fucking funny? Though it's like baseball can never survive at a northern school, but you know what can? Beach
Beach
volleyball. Let's just get pickleball in
Underwater
this bitch.
basket weaving.
Yeah, how long is it before pickleball is a Division I sport?
Yeah, I don't know. I am extremely
years.
intrigued though by the idea of adding a women's flag football team. Very intrigued by that.
Why don't we just do like the full?
Where are they playing?
You could play them. You play them in the indoor practice facility
Why don't we do like just tackle women's football?
because women's flag football is sponsored by the NCAA. Tackle football is not.
There's not the tackle football leagues are all like random bullshit.
Kind of, yeah. Flag football is sponsored by it is one of the emerging women's sports for the NCAA. And you could if you added women's flag football, one, it's a spring sport, so you could have Cyclone football year round, or mostly year round.
Hell
And then
yeah. CF After Dark Women's Flag Football Edition in the spring.
honestly, I think it'd be I could get into that. I think it'd be fun.
We're sitting here arguing over like 20-year-old girls not catching the fucking ball.
Listen. I think that'd be good TV.
We got Marchie as a
Marchie
Olympic curler.
Marchie
Oh,
curling in the Olympics.
That's crazy because
Why he got on the dress shoes out there?
right.
He does have dress shoes on. That's crazy. Yeah.
But hey, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just don't know too many curlers from,
Does anybody?
from Dallas, Texas, or the Dallas Fort Worth area. So if y'all know where I could even go to like get involved, let's
Listen,
do it.
man, if Jamaica can field a bobsled team, you can get a curler. from
Feel the
Texas.
rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
That's all they brought.
Yeah.
Was 4 people.
They're good.
That's it. They got 4 guys.
Actually, I don't know if they're any good. They used to be. I don't know if they're any good anymore, but
I was watching a little bit of the opening ceremonies, and Snoop Dogg was hanging out with the Jamaican bobsled team. I was like, that's so on brand.
Yeah, college UFC would go crazy.
college UFC would be interesting.
Men and women's both. It's easy. It would sell millions. That is crazy.
And the millions.
I'm in.
That needs to be like with baseball, like the summer sport.
Mm.
The problem with that is like you
The
only have so
time
many
frame where you're like missing football and it's like kind of boring on ESPN.
Yeah.
Throw on some college UFC.
But you only have like so many fights in your lifetime. Wasting 50 of them in college before you ever go pro is
Seems dumb. I'd be curious to see how long it takes for esports to become a scholarship deal. Like, I mean, like pretty much everyone has a club team, and like some like smaller private schools have like scholarship esports teams. But
I've got 2 buddies. One played at Missouri and one played at Nebraska on esports scholarships, and that was when I was in college, so years ago.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I know. I mean, I know Iowa State has like club teams. I don't. Be curious to see if they ever like get into the realm of a varsity.
Yeah. What's funny about that is I know like Ohio State does because like there's like big schools that do because I remember them playing against those schools and telling me about it.
Yeah.
But a lot of like small schools have scholarships for that stuff.
Yeah, you get like a lot of the really small private schools that'll sponsor. Like they don't have much for any like other varsity sports, but they've got a scholarship esports team type of thing.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. College bobsled. We can get college bobsled.
Women's rugby.
We do have a pretty good women's rugby club team.
Yeah. They are pretty competitive. I would say it has actually had some fairly competitive club teams, and like the men's hockey club is noted for being pretty good most of the time. They've got a couple national titles, I believe.
What score of that game, March?
57-53.
57-53, 15 minutes left.
Arizona's up.
I mean, to be honest, Kansas, without that Peterson dude, they're playing pretty well.
They are. And they've
Just to
suddenly
be
turned
down
into like a
4.
legit Final Four national title contender again out of nowhere.
This is going to be a tough March Madness. That's why I'm just praying for great matchups.
Be a tough Big 12 tournament, dude.
Yeah, people actually do forget that Iowa State had a very, very good men's gymnastics team that won a couple national titles, and then they got cut. That was a Title IX casualty back in the day.
Yeah, we had a baseball team, right? That's what happened. Title IX.
Yeah, it was a Title IX casualty. Yep. Still rocking one more College World Series appearance than Iowa, despite not having had a team for a quarter century.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
We've got 2. Iowa's got 1. It's not a lot for either of them, but we've got more.
That's why I want one, dude. Because I mean, like here, I get to go down the street and watch like the best baseball in the country, like 10 minutes away. You know.
Yeah.
So it'd be awesome to like be able to root for Iowa State.
It would be really cool to have an Iowa State baseball team, but if you're just talking about the practicality of it, hockey just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Hockey would rip.
You would not have as much. You'd have more in-state talent with baseball, just because Iowa does not have high school hockey, but you've got enough.
It's a hard sport for high schools to have.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
So like you kind of like high schools in Minnesota and Chicago have it, but that's like their shit. Like they have hockey teams and they may sponsor like football, but they don't have like a lot of other sports. They've got like hockey's their shit. And so you can, but you have access to those recruiting areas. You've got access to the Twin Cities, to Denver, Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Wisconsin, the Dakotas. People forget Edmonton, Canada is like 10 hours from here. It's not that. It's basically the same drive to Edmonton, Canada as it is to Dallas from here.
Wait, we don't have a men's soccer team, do we?
Nope.
I just now realized that.
We actually, Iowa State sponsors more women's sports than men's sports.
I was like friends with so many women's soccer players. I never even thought about us not having a men's soccer team.
The kicker is that because football has so many scholarships, you have to offset it with a bunch of women's sports that don't have as many scholarships.
Right. I wonder how Title IX gets switched up with this new lawsuit with the NIL and all that. Because they're like,
you still have to maintain the ratio.
Yeah, scholarship numbers are going to be different. A lot of stuff's going to be different. So
yep. And
I wonder.
You still have to hit the ratio.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see like if someone will try to litigate that somehow and saying like, hey, this number was made when college football had 85 scholarships, not 105. You know, all of a sudden now we need to find an extra 12 scholarships to fund in a women's sport or something like that. Where it's just boom out of nowhere. Yeah. So it's kind of a weird deal. And, and I do kind of wonder if at some point someone challenges, not you wouldn't challenge Title IX in court, but do like some sort of major renovation to Title IX to reflect kind of where things are now versus where it was when they passed. I don't know exactly what that would look like or whatever, what the practicality of that is, or that necessarily needs to happen. But I kind of would be surprised if someone doesn't bring it up.
Right.
Somebody will.
Yeah. I think I don't know who or when or why, but I feel like somebody's going to bring it up.
More of the who wants to bring it up.
Who wants to be the first one to bring it up?
Yep.
Yeah. My guess is it'll be an SEC school.
Yeah. March, did you sell your NIL settlement or what? What did you do to it?
I did.
You sold it?
Yeah.
I'm about to sell mine.
What do you mean?
Yours is going to be way more than mine.
Yeah, because I played all the years.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're giving you back pay over 10 years. and that you have an amount, and they're going to give you 1/10 of that amount once a year for 10 years.
Right.
They haven't even started sending payments yet. So like my first payment of 10 years hasn't even happened yet. And what these firms are doing, like investment firms, they're buying guys' rights to their lawsuit. So they're going to pay you like 50% of your value.
You just get it now.
And you get all of it today, and then they'll collect the payments over 10 years. So they're going to like guarantee double their money over 10 years, but you get the money right up front.
I guess I don't know if you guys feel like,
but I mean, like they said,
$1,000? Is it tens of thousands? Like
mine's like 120.
Yeah, his is like, so he'd probably get, I think, so like a lot of them were doing like 30-40%, but you can kind of,
they're going higher now. Yeah, they keep going higher, which kind of scares me a little bit that they keep going higher.
So you said yours was 120 in total.
Mine was 120 in total, and they're going to give me like 58 on a buyout
for right now.
See, like his is like, I'd take that, but
so
I think mine was like 40, and I ended up getting like 18.
Yeah, so my options are wait until they start sending payments, which is God knows when.
Yeah,
because it's still
like you never know. It could be 20 years down there. They're like, we're gonna pay you. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And then once they start that, I would get like $12,000 once a year.
Right.
Or I just take 60 grand right now.
Just take it now. Yeah.
Say fuck it.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if I knew that was a thing.
The people buying them out, or you didn't know the back pay thing?
No, I knew the back pay thing, but I guess I didn't know if I knew that I don't know if I had heard about the buyout thing. It's interesting.
Because
I don't know how they calculated it, because
they're getting smarter. Because what they're doing is they're getting a lot of the athletes to like get other athletes to do it, and then they'll give them a cut.
They're using peer pressure.
And they're giving like
they're turning it into an MLM. Is what they're doing.
It sounds like Kane is getting 1% of my total amount for referring me to this guy.
Right.
They're turning it into a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're turning it into a fucking pyramid scheme.
You guys are Advocare.
That's insane. You guys are Advocare.
So I'm gonna take mine and jump before the pyramid collapses.
You guys remember when Campbell first got to Iowa State and he did like one Advocare post or something like that?
I don't.
Oh my, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He did something about Advocare. I was trying to remember now. A long time ago. It was like right after he got to Iowa State, I think. Here it is. We covered it in our 100 things Cyclone fans should forget before they die series.
I can't figure out how they calculated the numbers on these settlements.
Me neither. Because I feel like I was like, that's it.
Well, yours was because it was
but
from years.
I only did it for like 2 years.
It was
so
2016 to 2020. Yeah.
He's like working out in the facility, and
that's crazy.
Goofy.
I don't remember that at all.
I never saw
that. That's fucking hilarious.
I did see him drinking that shit all the time.
Young Campbell.
He was drinking that shit all the time.
Man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I can't figure out how they did the CTE. All guests don't even know this. CTE paid off way more than an NIL fucking payback. This shit's gonna put like a nicer golf simulator in my house.
These mashed potatoes are paying the bills.
Yeah, but like I don't know how they like came up with it, because Kane got way less than me. We played the same exact years. Our buddy that played at Texas Tech, he played 7 snaps in his college career, and he got like 70,000.
Yeah, really? That's why I was like, this has got to be like fake. Like I'm seeing people that didn't even play.
He thinks it's because he's Asian. He thinks it's because he's Asian, and they like would talk about him on TV about being like an Asian football player, and like he thinks
the name recognition.
Yeah, that could
fair
be
enough, I guess. Yeah, if that's
let's call up Brock right now and see what he's getting.
Yeah, Brock's.
I'm sure he's worried about it. Yeah, see, I'm sure he's worried about it.
He could wait 60 years for that little money.
I would. Yeah, he might not even be aware of it at this point.
Right? Yeah, he probably be like,
he's in line to make what? He's in line to make what?
Here, babe.
50. Is that what it was? 250.
Like I don't know if it's like Like, I guess I could see what, like, I mean, Chase was he played a year longer than me in the time frame because he stayed an extra year.
Right.
So I don't know how it would work.
He stayed for his COVID year. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, because if they just somehow, because they'd have, I mean, obviously they have to take a number of your snaps and basically what they're doing is they're just taking your TV time, essentially.
Probably.
Not gonna lie though,
part of mine was like some academic shit too. I got like 15 grand for having good grades or something.
Had I been in school with NIL, I would be begging for that for
extra year.
That casino to be to let me be their main thing in Altoona.
Yeah.
Oh, Prairie Meadows.
Name Prairie Meadows. I'd be an advocate for Prairie Meadows.
I'm glad we didn't
spend some time down there at Prairie Meadows.
I'm glad we didn't
every
have
Thursday. Every Thursday we get the $15 per diem. And
fucking casino.
No.
Dudes would be in there gambling to see if they can flip their 15 to
we're gambling in the locker room.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd keep my 15, take out another $45 out of my account, and I'd walk into Prairie Meadows with $60 and see what I could do with it. One time I was with Willie Harvey, and just my luck, I get all the way to like $360. I'm ecstatic. And I'm ready to leave, and I rode with him. He was like, "Nah, I'm still going." So I'm like, "Let me get your keys." Because I know me, if I don't leave this thing and my numbers start hitting again, I'm going to bet. He did let me get his keys. Next thing I know, I'm back on the table. I lose it all.
Wait, so Levi,
I've never been more quiet besides like losing a football game on the way home. I was so mad.
Did I never tell you the story, dude, about that $15 per diem we could get every week?
I don't know if you did.
Bro, they like you would turn in, you'd have to like pack up your bag and shit so they can load it on the semi. And it was like a meal replacement, $15 for like, we're gonna miss a meal during travel.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And so when you would go to like pack up your bag with all your shit for them to put on the semi, they just give you an envelope with $15 cash in it.
Mm.
Every single person that walked, scholarship or not, every single person. And so there's, I mean, some cash in the locker room all at once.
Yeah.
And we're
$15. and we're flipping quarters, heads or tails, right? And it starts out $5. Maybe some dudes are doing their whole stack of 15.
You're literally betting on coin flips.
Yeah, heads or tails. But then what happens is a couple of the guys win most of it. So now you got like two guys with like $350 each of this per diem money. And we got like $400 heads or tails coin flips going in the locker room. Like,
hell yeah.
Almost always somebody was walking out with a bag.
I'm telling you, that's why I was like, you know what? I'm a side bet this $5.
Yeah. No, it would be like me and March are flipping for heads or tails, and then we got like 8 other guys that are.
You got like 8 side bets. Hey, I side bet that side bet.
Yeah,
man, that was crazy.
Marchie was 100 deckers before 100 deckers was 100 deckers.
Man, I'm telling you, every Thursday, it was like clockwork. Hey, after practice, you know, the early practice, because, you know, Thursdays, Campbell, at that time, we had the Thursday walkthrough. Fridays, we would actually like kind of get a light sweat in before we either travel or get on the bus to go to the hotel. Every Thursday, it was like clockwork. Hey, I'm going to Prairie Meadows. I got $60 in my pocket. If we win, we stop at the little Popeyes in Altoona because that was the closest one to celebrate, and we back at the house every time. That was good times. I remember one time, shout out to Prairie Meadows. They have some really good food in that casino.
I've never been to
actually ate inside there, and when I tell you I was feasting like I was a king in there, crazy. Also, the Liberty Bowl, we found a casino in West Memphis, and we ended up going there, and
we had bowl money.
and we had bowl money, and I was in there cashing out. And the dude next to me was like, we had like two older dudes like from Memphis, and they were like, "Y'all go Iowa State," and they were kind of like talking shit in there, and we ended up taking their money, and we ended up beating them. I was like, "Yeah, that's what they can get."
Yeah,
it was funny though.
The bowl games were another money scam for us. You could, as soon as the bowl game's over, you're allowed to go wherever the fuck you want, and the school has to, and the school got to pay for it.
Hey, chill. They might sue. They might sue.
So
do it. Actually, I didn't do it though.
So what people are doing are like, okay, if we're playing a bowl game in Orlando and Real Mitchell is from California, you get paid like 58 cents a mile for driving. So he's like, yeah, I'm driving back after the bowl game from Orlando to California. And they give him a check for 58 cents a mile, and his parents just book him a plane ticket after the bowl game.
Yeah, so he's got $1,500 in pocket and a plane ticket home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was easy cheese. We did that after the Memphis game.
Yeah,
I'm driving back, but we actually ended up driving back. That was
Corey Dunn and Matt Leo are like, you think I can put I'm driving back to Australia? Because if you don't put your driving, they just book the plane ticket for you.
Matt Leo, I forgot about Matt Leo. Gosh,
he's still with the Eagles. Like,
yeah, they must say he's like coaching with the Eagles.
Nice, that's awesome. Good for him. Remember when we got him? Everyone was like, holy fuck, this guy can go. Yeah, massive human being.
He couldn't really figure it out. Like,
just too raw.
Yeah, like just never played football, and I don't think it ever like fully clicked. Like he played. It was just like not like when you would see the guy, what you would think he could be capable of, just because I don't think he had enough football experience.
Wasn't
in his
refined
life.
enough. He like clearly like a cool athlete, like a good athlete, and like there were times when he was like, holy fucking shit, like this guy can do something, but then it's just kind of
Kansas down one.
Just didn't always know what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know what Charles Barkley was talking about. Talking about it's the Arizona sweepstakes and the tourney. I'm watching them barely beat Kansas with no Peterson.
There you go. If you Google how to get to California from Japan, it'll tell you to kayak, and it'll do the same thing. So like,
I wonder what they would have paid for kayaking.
Yeah, for kayaking. Yeah, like how many cents per mile can you get for kayaking?
Yeah,
would it be more or less? Because it takes so much longer,
but way less money to do it.
But less but less fuel. So.
Man, that dude is huge. Who is that?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. If they give a shit about time.
Matthias Crevis.
But
that's his name.
What?
Matthias Crevis, Arizona. Some big man.
Sounds like that Key and Peele skit.
I know.
He
just traveled.
No, he dribbled.
Did he also get 56 cents?
He just jumped in I guess he jumped in there and let it go.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that? He jumped in.
I don't have the game on, but
it did. All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're deep into this one.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Shall we wrap this thing up?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we can wrap
1,300. I don't know if that's a record.
Tingus Pingus.
Probably not even close.
Who the hell is Tingus Pingus?
Burt Reynolds.
There was a Hornets Pistons brawl tonight.
Wow.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, let me go ahead.
Get into a good fight.
I don't
Kate
have it.
Cunningham. Texas alum.
I don't have an outro video, so we're just gonna send it. Full send.
Hornets Pistons. Training.
We will be back tomorrow night for the Cyclone Fanatic After Dark post game show following the TCU game. Then the basketball game there on Thursday. Then we'll have post game after the Kansas game. And Saturday, we will not have a nightcap next week as Iowa State and Houston play on Monday night. So
we'll have a post game.
We will have the post game show. So make sure you're following all Cyclone Fanatic social media feeds and the CF After Dark on Facebook and After Dark CF on Twitter. And we will be back tomorrow night, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.